Hello and good morning, beautiful dear soul ones. It is the 14th of June in my time zone. This is a short energy update. The lovely moon is in Scorpio, connected to death and rebirth, legacies, other people's assets, and also the big sacrifice for other. The sun is still in our beautiful Gemini, connected to Mercury and an air sign. And then we have numerology day number 5, also connected to Mercury. It's actually a 5-5 day, so extra Mercury energy in this day. So hopefully our communication is up today. We may be more motivated to communicate with others or with ourselves or with our higher sources. That may be opened up today. Yes. So I just want to mention about yesterday and these few days before this coming full moon in Sagittarius. Again, there is a solar wave that's coming through, an energy wave, which affects the Schumann resonance, which affects all of us, the collective consciousness. This Sagittarius full moon is huge. It's a really important full moon. That's also alignment with the galactic center, prepping us for these eclipse season coming up right now, and then prepping us for the next galactic new year, end of July, and then we have the Lion Gates porthole. So there's a lot of different aspects going on here. We are also going through personal ascension and collective ascension. Yeah, and really it doesn't matter so much which name we choose or what we decide the energy is. We can call it it's because of a solar flare and energy, the spike in the Schumann resonance, etc. that's affecting us. The point is that there's change happening. We are not separate, so it affects us all as a collective, as an individual, Mother Earth, animals, etc. And just knowing that and being aware that we are in this big era of change, of ascension, and it's okay. So if we have to drop everything to the side and just be present with that, it's okay. And if we're feeling really down and all these other thoughts and that usually aren't in our minds, then we also can just go within and see, is that us or does that come from somewhere else? So some things we may be feeling in these days, and yesterday was a pretty strong day with these energies. We could be either super tired or tired and having insomnia, from one extreme to the other. Eating a lot to ground or having no appetite. We could feel super connected intuitively or super cut off. We could feel just in general very off. We could feel uncomfortable in our skin. We could hear ringing in our bells, bells ringing in our ear, all of these typical ascension symptoms. Pain throughout our body, different areas in our body, feeling uncomfortable in our body. I particularly have that my body starts to itch in the evenings and my body feels too dense and too small for my being, and it gets very uncomfortable. So these are some things. Other things are also the feeling of depression, feeling of wanting to check out, wanting to leave this place. And that's, first of all, check if that's you or coming in the collective consciousness. And it's okay to feel that way. It's okay to feel that way and just know that that too shall pass. So just hold on and wait for the next day or the next day. Okay? Anything else that I wanted to mention? During these days, as we move forward to the full moon, it will be good to just keep as centered as we can, as grounded as we can, not to follow the drama of the storm so much and let the storm take us into a whirlwind, but just finding our still point or our center point in this huge crazy storm that's going on around us with all this change, and just trusting, keeping faith, and knowing that this too shall pass, that this is a good thing and we will come to the other side of it soon. And then we can also just have some really beautiful time for reflection. Where are we headed to? What is our destiny? What is our goal? What is our mission? What is our priority in life? And we can write about those things. And if our mind can't even start to comprehend or ask those questions, then rest. Lots of rest. But just honor what is instead of going against the grain. If you're really tired, all you want to do is sleep all day, then perhaps don't push yourself to go out and do 10 errands today. Just honor what is coming up for you, okay? Because there is a bigger picture playing at hand, and just us taking a few days off to honor the ascension that all of life and creation is going through would be very fruitful. That keeps us in alignment with what's happening around us. So that is the message of the day. Let's see if there are any other messages that want to come through right now. Yes, a message that I kept on getting was that this is really a time of death and rebirth. You know, with this full moon, we are really allowing parts of us to die and honoring those parts and giving thanks to those parts and gratitude for all the lessons, you know, all the things or all the perspectives that we may not want anymore about ourselves or ways of thinking. Those were all lessons we had. So we give gratitude to these lessons that we may have learned and grown from it, and then we allow them to die away, if you will, and then we can rebirth and step forward into a new perspective, a new way of being, a new frequency. And that's what I keep on at least receiving about this full moon. It's a great death and rebirth, not only for ourselves, but for the collective consciousness. And this whole period working up to July, August will be the slow rebirthing process of this. So it will be unfolding more and more so. Yes, any more messages of the day? For some of you out there, just thank you for to all of you out there, thank you for all that you do. And for those of you who are really just struggling with your own mind, you know, just shut your mind off. We may fall back to our old coping habits for a moment, because the energies are so dense right now. Whether your coping habit used to be overeating or smoking cigarettes or watching too much TV, or whatever your coping habit used to be, when you get uncomfortable, you get sad, you know, what was your coping habit? If that may be coming up right now, be gentle with yourself. Have love and compassion and understanding for yourself. Know that you're just using it as a crutch. It's, you know, the energies are intense. There's so many layers of stuff going on. So just allow yourself, if that's going to help you through this shift, then don't judge yourself about it. Just allow yourself to go through it consciously, knowing what you're doing, choosing what you're doing, and either you fully indulge consciously, knowing what you're doing, or you fully decide not to do it, but not beating ourselves up, just having lots of self-understanding and compassion. We are just mere humans, and truly the energies are mega intense. I know a lot of us are thinking about checking out and that we've had enough, and just hold on there. And if you want to use your coping mechanisms, then use those for a moment just to get through your day, and tomorrow is a new day. And know that you are not alone. There's many of us going through this throughout the world, consciously and unconsciously, and so just know that. I send you so much love with your journey, with your day. Take care. Thank you for all your messages, all your comments, all your loving and support and feedback. That means the world to me. And yeah, it just gives me that extra motivation or affirmation, more like why I do what I'm doing. Bethany, thank you so much for your donations, so much appreciated. Thank you, and much love to you all. Bye, be well.